Welcome back to the kitchen. I am here. Of course, you know who I am. Brandon, aka Twitch for Life. Here, my partner, Art, aka Arthur Yves, and back again for his, what is this? Is it the second time? Second time here? You know, second on the kitchen. Lance, aka MrBroadcast. Say hello to the people, MrBroadcast.
MrBroadcast 2018, man.
Of course, we love having MrBroadcast in the kitchen. He brings a level of swaggerness. I don't know if that's a word. Captain Swaggerous to the kitchen. Anyway, today on the kitchen we have another local artist on our cut of the week. Djenko, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be on our cut of the week with his track "Follow Me," and we'll be talking about: is it weird, or would it be weird if your girlfriend had a sex robot? But first, the cut of the week.
Yeah. I know the way. Follow me. I know the way, come follow me. I know the way, come follow me. This is the wave, come follow me. Put you on game, come follow me. I know the way, come follow me. I know the way, come follow me. This is the wave, come follow me. Put you on game, come follow me. I had a vision of a place where they don't hate, where they pay you for your talent and it don't change. Chicky hit me with a quickie on a long day, type to break a nigga fall like a phone case. You see lately I've been moving at my own pace. They be moving hella goofy, that's the wrong way. You could call me Kaepernick, bitch, I don't play. Glass of water, I don't gotta sip no rosé. Salty niggas like to hate, so I hydrate. Big boss drip sauce, really nigga, I'm just glad that it's Friday. Probably catch me rolling up, making beats, listen to them on the highway. I don't really give a fuck, see the Jakes got a duck to a driveway. Wait till they leave and get back to the steez, rolling up weed, nigga fuck a degree, unless it's free. They gon' study every move that you make, just keep it G. That's your buddy till it's time to get paid, keep it a buck. He'll probably let him know your position and give you up. This is game, homeboy, pay attention, I give it free. All you gotta do is come to a show, get a CD. Yeah. Follow me. I know the way, come
you know what? Look, follow me on this, right? So, what I enjoy about this track though is the vibe. Like, it's mad smooth. You know what I'm saying? It kind of puts you in like a trance type area. You know what I'm saying? Where you just like, oh, you know what? I'm vibing. You're right. It's Friday. Fuck. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You know, excuse the explicit, but yeah, you know, you just vibing. You know, you got something nice in the cup.
He has this idea for 2018. Since last year, he was kind of, since last year was a slow year as far as his music production went. He's gone this year trying to put out a track every Friday. I got mad respect for that.
Yeah, man. That's kind of like that Kanye track I think it was called Spaceships. Remember Spaceships? Yeah. Doing 5 beats a day for 3 summers. That's a different world, like 3 summers. I deserve to do these numbers. Like, I respect that. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe I just pulled that out my ass. But
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So like, yeah. You know, I got nothing but respect for the Friday grind. You know what I mean? The thing I enjoyed though, you know, some of the lyrics, like he said in there something about something about people being salty, he want to hydrate, and I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of dope, that's unique, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It was, you know, I like it, I vibe to it, man. I'm good, you know.
Well, let's start this talking about the production.
Right? Yeah.
I have mad respect for Djenko. I love what he's doing. I don't like the production.
Word.
It's
Word. So like we all love Djenko. Like we know this artist personally. Like he's a personal friend of ours. You know what I'm saying? And he's a dope individual. Like I just want to let y'all know. Like Djenko is one of the most genuine, dopest people I've ever met in my life. He's a cat from Chicago, but now down here in Louisiana. And he's out here doing his thing. My man grinds. My man's always being positive, right? He surrounds himself with positive people, and like I love that about the dude. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I love all of that about the dude. Would you say you don't like the production? You know what I'm saying? So like, what do you?
I've heard a couple of his tracks I do like.
Yeah.
In fact, I've gone through all of his SoundCloud, and he has a lot of quality production on there.
Yeah.
This track in particular, I would have to break it down. First of all, the slow hip hop beat, I'm not a fan.
No?
Speed it up just a little bit.
Okay.
That real slow thing, it's kind of, it draws.
I mean, I can see hiking it up a couple BPMs. You know what I'm saying? To get you to that level where you just you rocking a little bit more. I get that. I can see that. Yeah.
The spikes of strings, and I think there's a couple points in there where he hits it with a little piano thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's distracting. It's distracting in the track. It's
Word.
Maybe if it was mixed differently, if it was mixed down in the track, so it's just kind of like an ad. If it was an ad lib on something you was saying,
I can see what you're saying. So like what you're saying is, you know what I mean. About to go a little technical real quick. Just for smidgen. I like that word, smidgen. Anyway, so so if you take the strings, add some reverb in them, set them back in the track just a little bit, adjust the gain staging on them, so maybe they're balanced off a little bit different, like in the left or the right side, right? So it's a distant effect and not something that's a lead instrument. I can see that. Yeah. That would have definitely been unique to the track though. I mean, but I'm not mad, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad. Like, I'm good with it. I mean, heck, look, it's definitely better than some of them freshman double XL we had last year. You know what I mean? Like, we waiting for the new set this year, but in last year, all I'm saying is Lil Dicky was the man last year. The man. That's the only one. Like, out of all of them, that was the only cat that was actually spitting in there. Man, it's a broadcast. You're not saying nothing. I want to hear Mr. Broadcast's broadcast about this broadcast. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
okay.
First, let me take a sip of my tea.
Sip a little bit. So here's how I see it.
Uh-oh.
And I'm breaking down what you're feeling about the different separations in the track. And I would say for this song, purely talking about this song,
okay,
I can understand the vibe you're getting in your mind, because when you break down the track, I'm seeing what he was pushing for, thinking, pun intended, more artful, is he went to a mosaic place. And the problem where he went with the mosaic place was he went to too many different time periods and what he was trying to create. So looking at those strings, if you will, he was pushing more 14th century Roman Catholic. And then he was dropping this backbeat that was pushing more, say, pre-Persian conquering of Africa and in Italy, if you will. And so the problem was, as he was creating these pebbles and stones that he was trying to put together, he didn't have the room to lay the clay he needed, because guess what? He never stepped into Southeast Asia to get in the first place. So he had
I felt that.
The plan. He had the footwork put together, but he never took the time to pick up the stones to lay it down to build everything else.
So Mr. Broadcast's new nickname is Jigsaw. For the way he just put that puzzle together and made us all see the grandmaster picture.
Yeah, but like what you're saying, the production didn't fit his words, and it sounded like it was very abstract. It was very. I think what he was doing, he had a bunch of ideas and he put them together to make this track, and then he put the flow on top of that, but they weren't cohesive.
Okay.
It sounds like, I don't know.
Okay.
I think if he spent more time, and like I said, I respect the 1 a week.
I'm about to be practical right quick. Can I just I'm gonna sound like an infomercial, but I mean, how not abstract you want to do to be if you dropping a song every Friday, my man? Like for real, you dropping a song every Friday. Respect the grind. That's all I'm saying, dog. Respect the grind.
I think from the point of view of the production.
Yeah.
And I know he does the.
So he dropped it. So let me let you guys know just how creative this guy is, right? So he did not only did he write the lyrics, right? He wrote the beat, right? And then vibed on the beat and then mixed and mastered it and released it for you guys on SoundCloud in like 5 days. That's insane. That's pretty insane. You know what I mean? Because these are all custom beats. Like Djenko did every part of the track that you heard, everything from the beat to the mix to the master, the recording. He did it all by himself, and then dropped it on SoundCloud for your eargasms to explode on.
And
you know
I'm not
saying?
taking away from that. I mean, he bringing it back to 07, 77 hot tracks from Weezy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get you with that.
Right.
Again, and I'm talking about this track. I see what he was trying to do, and I respect what he was doing. I'm not crapping on the song. What I'm saying is, I see what he was trying to create. He was trying to build, this temple in this body of work.
Go ahead, build me a pyramid real quick. Go ahead. Go ahead.
But he didn't stop to build the pews for people to sit at the altar. Is all I'm saying.
My God.
All right. He gave me the foundation. He let me see the front door. He let me see the area where I can sit and pray to whatever.
Right.
But he didn't give me a place to kneel, or a place to sit to reflect. He left that out for me to now I'll say this though, at the same time, if he would have then maybe stepped back, because I get there's a whole grind in there to what he's doing every week.
Yeah.
But with that being the grind, if he just steps back for a second and decides, okay, either I'm gonna build this full temple every time, or I'm gonna give you a body of work that says I can take a board, put it on the ground, and kneel on that because my temple is wherever I make it.
Right, and I feel that I feel what you're saying, but I think this is part of the process of creating that consistency, right? I think right now what we have is my man, like he's out there at the water pump, you know what I'm saying, and he's pumping and pumping and pumping and pumping and pumping. He's waiting for that first drop of water, that crystal clear water that's gonna quench his thirst, because he's been parched for so long from his art, you know what I mean, pun intended, that he's trying to get to the place where all he has to do is push it just a little bit and the gold comes out. Just push it a little bit, the gold comes out.
That
You know
Beethoven grind.
Yeah,
putting
man.
out how many tracks did he put out, or tracks, how many pieces did he put out? 200, 300 pieces.
Yes.
And only a handful of them really went somewhere, but that was kind of,
we got like 15 of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
that we know. You know what I mean?
All right, so that was my thought on the production. I think it was a lot of ideas, and the words in it go with it. And as far as the words go, I love what he's saying.
Yeah.
I don't like mumble rap.
Okay.
And it's not like your traditional mumble rap, but like the rapping on the triplets saying, I hate it.
So like, okay. All right. So you know my thing with mumble rap, right? So like, it's only mumble rap to me if I can look back and be like, yo, was this onomatopoeia rap? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Copyright at Rap
2018 now. We're in 2018 now. I did say that. You're right. Copyright 2017, whatever. I don't see this mumble rap. Like, I see it as, this is like, I feel like trap is transforming into this. Like, this is the new age trap, Southern trap music. You know what I'm saying? This is your kind of your new Jeezy style, like your new, T.I. style, things like that. You know what I'm saying? That it's a real Southern thing that we're doing and hearing now. But it's just like before, like, you're looking at, 2005 to like 2008, we saw a slew of rappers doing similar things. The difference was their timing was so impeccable on those tracks that we couldn't help but physically rock with it. It's literally psychoacoustics. You know what I'm saying? So when you put out something that literally makes your head go, oh my gosh, like think about it, right? when your boy put out, "This is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. I'm hot because I'm fly. You ain't because you not." Like, there's no genius in that, but we rocked to that in every club.
I don't know, we made so much fun of that,
but we rocked
had
to
whole conversations with this rhythm going.
Right, but here we are again, full circle with just a different.
Just with the triplets.
Yeah, exactly. You know
just
what I'm saying?
With the triplets.
So, like, you know what I'm saying? Don't be mad at it.
It's the cycle, man. It's a cycle.
It wouldn't. I honestly, it wouldn't be so bad if the timing of the reverb on the vocals, or I don't know if it's the reverb or if it's if you just recorded it twice.
It's the delay. Yeah.
It's not online with the tempo of the track. So it sounds off.
I did kind of hear that towards the end, where the BPM of the delay and the BPM of the track are not in sync.
Mm-hmm.
So that creates a kind of a stutter in the delay where the delay is not on time.
Hard dissonance.
Yeah. I mean, that's a timing issue that can be easily corrected. You know what I'm saying? And this, once again, it's part of the process. Part of the process. You know what I'm saying? We're pumping the lever right now. We're pumping the lever.
It's practice. It's practice.
For sure.
Maintaining the craft. Like I said, I can't. I'm not shitting on him. I love what he's doing.
Right.
This track in particular, honestly, and I think what it comes really down to is as you said, he's doing all this. He's right in the flow.
Yeah.
He's producing the track, then he's mixing and engineering the mixing and mastering the track himself. I think nobody got big on their own. He needs a team. He needs somebody. Shameless plug, but he needs like mix master professional to go on and put this together right. I think he has all the pieces. I just think he's trying to learn how to do this himself, and I think he'd be much better off either focusing on the production or focusing on the flow, or doing both. I mean, that's an entirely, that takes time on its own.
Right. They're two different lanes, you know what I mean?
And then to do the mixing and mastering too, that's just, you're doing too many things. Have, send out some of the work. Have somebody who's a professional at this come at it and do that bit. Because I think, he, like I said, he has all the pieces, and they're beautiful pieces. They just need to be put together artfully. And he's and I can respect trying to learn it yourself. I just think, focus on the songwriting, focus on the producing, and the everything, the tracks. I mean, the whole package will come together much cleaner.
I identify with that, and I identify that on a different level because, of what we stand for as a company and what we do, which a lot of people don't really know, like what we do. People are probably looking at the video like, man, who are these guys? You know what I'm saying? And just to give you guys a little snippet of it,
shameless plug.
we are M.A.D. Rational, M.A.D. Rational, M.A.D. being an acronym for music, art, and design, and we work because none of us are jacks of all trades, right? We don't go to a job or present ourselves to a client as jacks of all trades. We don't say, hey, I can do everything. We say we can do everything, because every single member of this team is a master of their craft.
Specialists.
They are specialists, right? And what that means is, and we just had a discussion about this earlier, and we were being funny, but like the camera we're recording on, like I bought it and I've never touched it, right? Because I don't do video. I only do audio. I don't even touch the video stuff, right? And it's like, in a way it's funny, but at the same time it's like, why would I touch that? And I literally have 3 guys who are video masters that are on the team with me, part of my family.
Two guys. I will never say I'm a video master. Now, when it comes to the editing,
I mean, that's, I would not say video. I'm talking about the whole thing, pre and post production. You know what I'm saying? But like, why? Like, I'm the one guy that just, I don't do video. You know what I mean? But like, you have to have a team. Nobody made it out here by themselves.
Right.
Nobody big did it by themselves. And you got to surround yourself with people that are willing to help. And then you've got to lift those people, and those people have to lift you. And you have to identify with the fact that you're not a one-man band.
Right.
Every time I see somebody that's a jack of all trades or a one-man band, I always think about that moment. And I do movie references all the time. I always think about that moment in Mary Poppins where she rolled up on your boy Bert, and he had every instrument strapped to his body, and it was a catastrophe of sound. It was terrible. Was he hitting all the instruments? Absolutely. But he was still asking for quarters on the street. Metaphor. I'm just saying. It wasn't until in the same movie where he was a chimney sweep, and he had all his partners with him, and they made that incredible Chimney Sweep song, because he wasn't alone, right? It was a group. He was a part of something bigger than himself as chimney sweeps. You know, and you look at the time period of that movie, like being a chimney sweep wasn't something to be frowned upon. Being a chimney sweep was pretty. It was good. It was good work. You know, something to be proud of. You know, you got to go into the most affluent homes because only the affluent homes had chimneys.
Right.
You know, you got to be part of that to see something other people didn't get to see. You know.
No, I'm with you on that, man. I'll bring it even to something a little bit more current. You're going to have to get the exact number, but I'm going to give an approximate on this one.
Gotcha.
But, you know, folks look at the gentleman who nicely come to get our trash, the garbage man. You know, there's a crew of garbage men in New York. And they basically decided, you know what, we're going to take this route. We're going to be the squad to kill this route, show them how it's done. And by doing that, we can command what we want to command when it comes to how we getting paid and how we working. And these cats making like $135,000, $145,000 because they do this ridiculous trash route. But they're the only ones who do this route. Like, they made it. This is our route. And we going to get paid this because we make sure every day this route gets done. And it's down this, like you say, this affluent neighborhood. You know?
Yeah.
And they take care of it every day. Now, you know, people sit here and look at, and, you know, again, you know, much respect. We know most garbage men don't make 135, 140. But think about the folks who go to a regular ass job and say, no, you telling me this garbage man? Because they own it. They got a team together and say, this is what we do. We're going to be the best at it. We're going to own it. So it's in anything. You have a team, you can build anything. You can command anything when the team is positive and on the same page. But like you said, you can't do it. Can you imagine this one guy saying, I'm going to run this route?
Right.
And I want $150,000 to do it?
Right. Everybody's going to laugh at him.
Yeah,
for sure.
Or he'll do it. It'll just take a long ass time.
Yeah.
And
it won't never. You'll never get done.
It'll never get done.
Or there's a third option. Well. He'll do it, but then he's forever on the stop clock because he can't do it forever.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't create longevity by burning yourself out.
Right.
You know, you create longevity by being a part of something bigger to yourself and realizing that you're worth more than you thought you were in the beginning. Mm-hmm. Your legacy matters. How you do it matters. It's not always what you do. It is how you do it.
Yeah. That
does matter, and who you do it with.
And bringing it back to the track, I think if he were working with a team, and he knew he could spend the time on spend more time on the production and the words, I would feel like I would feel more passion in what he was doing. I mean, it kind of sounds like he's trying to like beat the clock because he has a lot of things to do, and he's trying to squeeze it all within a week. Right. I think, yeah, you would hear the passion. You would find that role because he's not worrying about the extra stuff. He's not spending. I mean, honestly, how long does it take to mix and master a track? That's a couple of days. So that's
4 hours.
It takes you 4 hours.
It takes you 4 hours. I mean, it takes us normal guys a little while longer. But that being said, I mean, that's you're taking valuable time that could be put into to extending your skill set.
My reasoning for raising my hand and saying 4 hours wasn't to be like cocky about it. It was to prove a point, right? When it's not what you do, it looks like it's not what you do.
True.
Right?
True.
I mean, let's be honest. Like, I look at the way you cut a video, and I'm like, oh, that would take me months. What you do with a shoot for short hours and like your spare time while somebody's going to get asparagus from the market is incredible to me, because it would literally take me months, right? You know, what takes other people days to do, I do in 4 hours, and I literally set a stop clock to do it, because that's what I practice, what I train for. You know, that's part of my brand, is to be able to do it in 4 hours.
That's part of how many years of your life to just devote it to that one.
Absolutely.
Thing. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, it's when it's what you do, it's what you do. You know, it's kind of like when we watch MrBroadcast eat crawfish, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. I've never seen anything like this before in my life. It's like 5 pounds of crawfish takes him like 20 minutes. It's absolutely insane. He's laughing because he knows I'm not joking.
Right. It's for
When it's what you do, it's what you do.
I'm gonna say that, like, going back to your part, I think another thing he needs to look at, if he's not prepared to get with a team, he's trying to, keep it on, which some people, till they find exactly where they are, to approach another team, because he wants to find his direction. I get that. I think he needs to get to some level of simplicity when it comes to all the things he wants to do. I'll bring it back to Mr. Movie references over here. Tap, starring Gregory Hines.
Yeah.
The very end of the movie, when he's in the club and he takes the audience outside to bring them back to the simplicity of the sounds of the street. Yes. To teach them that it's not all about trying to get everything involved. Listen to the beat of the street. Mm-hmm. And I think that's where he needs to get back to, because his words are very powerful, but he's drowning them in everything else he's trying to force in there. And that was where I was going with my mosaic reference, is that he's building so much, but he's not taking the time to pay attention to what he's really trying to build. He's stuffing stuff and then building around it, instead of saying, this is what I want to create and let me put it in piece by piece.
Right.
You follow me? Mm-hmm. So if he steps back and says, you know what, I'm building a bowl so I can give you food for thought, then he can concentrate on the food he wants to put in that bowl. But right now, he's too busy trying to say, I want to feed you a buffet. But he hasn't decided on the meal yet.
So what you're saying is he needs to find Nemo.
He needs to find Dory.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying. Take the time to start with the fact that he's building a bowl, and then what he wants to put in the bowl. Don't jump to the buffet. You don't need to jump to the buffet, because you've already given me all the soup for my soul that I need.
In that moment,
MrBroadcast,
I had an image of Foolie Q as one of the jellyfish from Finding Nemo.
We love you.
You my boy, Blue. This has been the Cut of the Week, and like we always do in the Cut of the Week, we take a track, we talk about it, we discuss all aspects of it, and then we vote on it. Trash a trophy. And this week, we've been discussing Djenko's track that he's been busting out every Friday. These crazy tracks, man. This track is called "Follow Me" by Djenko out here, man. So, Art, you know what, man. Look, I know you have some adverse reactions to the track. You know what I'm saying? But give us some realness. Give us some realness, man. What do you vote? A trash or trophy, homie?
I think not looking at it from the point of view of his grind, but just looking at the track, being objectively focused on the track as it is, I can't give it a trophy. I don't want to say it's trash, but it needs a bit of work before I can pull it out of the dumpster.
Word. Okay. Hey. All right. Strong words from Art over here. Voting a trash vote, right? My man, Mr. Broadcast. Mr. Broadcast, what are you broadcasting about this track?
Well, I mean, it's not in a dumpster for me.
Right.
Wow, I wouldn't see it going that way. But no, I think I was positively critical of it, but that was from a standpoint of seeing where it could go forward in other tracks that he does forward. For the production and the lyrics and what he did and the time he have, I'm going to give it a trophy because there was a lot of work that he put into it. Now, had he had 5 months instead of 5 days to do that, that'd be a different story. I'd be looking at it a little bit different. But for the 5-day grind he's doing, plus either still thinking about the last track or planning for the next track while he's trying to do this and working back and forth and doing it all on his own.
Plus he's working that 9 to 5.
Right. That's a lot of
It's a lot of grind time. It's a lot of,
like I said,
a lot of hustle.
Bringing it back to the top 77 songs of 07 for Lil Weezy. Wayne had a team doing that.
Right.
And this man is just me, myself, and I.
Right.
So I definitely give it a treasure.
Yeah. While this may not have been the best track that I've ever heard from Djenko, right? Because I've heard some dope tracks from Djenko. It's definitely not in the dumpster for me. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely not the trash track. I will say this. Every great artist gets one, right? Kanye got Yeezus. Djenko gets Follow Me. But Yeezus took much longer than Follow Me. And Follow Me is still a dope track because the lyrics is actually dope to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at it. I'm vibed out to it. And so, you know what? For 5 days, hell, it's a trophy. Easy. You know what I'm saying? 5-day grind, trophy grind, baby.
I know y'all are ripping on this dumpster comment, but I think honestly, I'm excited to see where he goes. I would love to see him work with the team. I would be extremely excited to see where his craft could go from there.
Yeah, I think it'd be dope. I think it'd be dope. The door is open, sir. No, for real talk. The door is always open to any of our artists that appear on the Cut of the Week. Come through, grind with us, see what we do, see what we're about. You know what I mean? And Djenko's a close friend. He'll actually be on the show one of these days. We're working on that. You know what I'm saying? And I think you guys would be very interested in what the young man has to say because he's extremely intelligent, and I just like conversing with him. He's a mad cool individual, mad down to earth. You know what I'm saying? And he keeps the circle that way too. So, man, so the question of the day. So let me tell you guys how the question of the day came about. I got a phone call, right? We was actually going to talk about something else today, and I just got a phone call like right before we hit the record button, and I answered the phone on speakerphone, and it was the craziest question ever been asked to me, and I was like, wait a minute, and I took it off speakerphone real fast, right? Because I didn't know where I was going. I'm like, wait, no, must stop it. So the question was,
oh no,
he wasn't ready. The question was, would it be weird if your girl had a sex robot? Man, look. Oh, so, I'm not asking nobody. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. Here's my answer, right? And I'm gonna tell you why this is my answer later. But here's my answer. No. Would it be? No. You know what? I'm wrong. It's weird. It's definitely weird. Would it be something that's like a deal breaker? No. But it'd be super strange, and she'd have to be one hell of a woman.
So my view. It's 2018. Sex positivity. I think there should be nothing shameful about kinks, about getting your freak on. However imaginative you wanna get with that.
I think Mr. Broadcast is about to broadly cast his view on this.
If the question is it a bad thing? No. All day, every day, you do you, boo boo. You do you. If it comes to, is it weird? And this is strictly from a personal, subjective point of view. Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's
weird. What do you think, Broadcast? What do you think?
I think we know I'm a person who believes every person has a right to do what they feel as an adult that is not of harm to another human being, that doesn't violate any civil rights or any Geneva Convention.
Before we go forward, I just want to say this: robot lives matter. Anyway,
as I was saying, in reference to robot lives
and mattering,
and those who want to have live robots.
Live robots matter.
These are the folks that I believe don't take the concept of movies like iRobot, a Terminator, or the idea of computers becoming self-aware seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we've seen how many times.
So what do you do when a sex doll calls you Hal?
First of all, I'm not going to get any calls from any dolls.
Bars.
Because that's not going to be allowed anywhere near me.
Why did you say that like Pinocchio?
Understand. Do your research, people. What I'm going to say is do your research. Not only are they making these dolls with different voices, but they're able to change faces and change gingers on the fly.
Genders.
Sorry, it's been a long weekend. Genders on the fly.
You been giving Jaden Smith that tussin?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. We're gonna come back to that. Now, I'm gonna make a quick little side reference. I'm sure y'all have seen this in social media of the white guy who got the realistic looking black face suit and everything and robbed the store where people thought it was a black man until they found the suit. Did you hear about that?
No.
Okay. So now imagine that was a real person dressing like another person to make it look. Now you got a robot who can change his face, change his voice, and change the gender.
Yeah. That
you going to let run around in your house, take you out, and then switch up the game and then run out the house and start killing other people. I ain't got time for that. No time for that.
That's real. That's real.
I'm not even because do your research. They're making these robots self-aware.
What?
They're giving it. No, let me finish. All right. We're not talking Alexa. We're not talking Google Cast or the Google Home. We're talking about robots that are being taught to become self-aware, to learn its owner's traits, likes, dislikes, and how to adapt and react to that. So what happens the first time the robot does not like what you're doing?
Well, I mean, it's kind of like the ultra hard mode on Street Fighter, right? It adapted to everything I did. We've been doing this for years.
Street Fighter can't hit you through the TV.
But neither can the robot who doesn't have arms and legs.
The robot will have arms and legs.
But not all of them. They just have like certain parts.
It only takes one.
Let's talk about the robot that will have the arms and legs.
Right. Okay. So let's be realistic, right? So it's not like they're giving the robots arms and legs that can push out 5,000 pounds of pressure or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? They're C-3PO arms.
I think it's a matter of time though. Like they're trying to get as real as possible.
But like C-3PO didn't you know what I'm saying? He wasn't.
He got this phone call earlier today, America. I'm going to tell you, do your research. Do your research.
Look.
Don't let the man in the middle have you get in the middle.
Look, all I'm saying,
make it out.
C-3PO was the savior of all of Star Wars?
MrBroadcast still hasn't answered the question. Is it weird for
Your girl.
for your girl to have a sex robot?
What part of the fact that I chose you, the robot, will not exist anywhere in my life?
That wasn't the question.
That's not the question. Okay. We asked it's weird.
let me be clear.
We did kind of ask if it's weird. Not if it'll exist in your life. We asked if it's weird. Is the idea of it weird?
Okay, so is it weird? No, because there's boundaries of weird in my world, which I did state from the beginning of saying that people have their right to what they like or dislike and want to go. So that was my statement on whether or not it's
right
weird.
and wrong is a different question from weird or normal.
No, listen to what I said. Play back the tape. I said that what people believe.
Here's where
for me.
I'm gonna shut that down because I want you to clearly answer the question. Is it weird? Clearly answer the question. Not smoke and mirrors. Answer the question. I want a clear yes or a no.
A binary. He's looking for that binary.
That binary. That 1 or that 0, sir. Not the 2 plus 2
not weird.
equals 4 minus 1 makes 3 quick maths type answer.
It is not weird.
It's not weird.
Nope.
Okay. All right. It's not weird,
but
it's
I don't
weird.
agree with it. I don't like it.
Hey, that's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole nother discussion.
But I don't like it.
I would be the first to grab up arms against them when they take over while they're running down the street.
First off,
we're over here talking about AI, artificial intelligence, the gigolo robot, just doing women right, and you're over here talking about like iRobot.
You're talking about the robot apocalypse. We're literally talking about like the champagne room robot.
Again, it only takes one.
If you just got some weird stuff happening in your life and you just feel like, robot is the way to go, then do it. It's weird. I'm gonna call you on it. I'm like, yo, that's strange. But do you? Do you? But I also think there's a level at which we have to say, is the robot designed like Ultron, right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
like Ultron was designed to like stop things like the Hulk. You know what I mean? These robots are designed to, I don't know if I want to say it just outright. Like I want to say it. These robots are designed to pleasure. To provide pleasure, gentle touch.
But are you really doing you if you have a robot doing you?
So I said it's weird. I didn't say any robots would be around me.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just going back to you saying, "Do you?" That's what you said. You told me. Do you?
Yeah.
But
do
are you
you
really doing you? If you
I
have a
think,
robot
I think,
doing
I
you?
think this is still all right. So, I think this is just a question of like, how far is the sex toy world like allowed to go? How like far that spectrum between like, too far and not far enough? Because I mean, we were watching that video the other day.
Yeah.
That Fully Q sent us because he's weird.
He would have one.
About the dolls that there was like a special like haute couture designer that was creating these dolls that had like exchangeable penises, and like you could do the hair and like the face differently. You can make him like look however the customer wanted this doll to look. Was that a Vice? I don't know. Video.
The whole video was mad weird.
It was weird, but I can respect it because it's just a sex toy, really.
So here's the thing that amazes me about the whole thing we're talking about right now is that some of our like greatest scientific advances are made for pleasure. I'm just gonna sip my tea. Why the hell don't I have something to drink? So fam, thanks for chopping it up with this week in the kitchen, right? all of y'all that come and watch this video every week, we love y'all. We enjoy y'all. You know what I'm saying? So look, if you enjoyed this convo, go ahead and hit that like button. You know what? If you want to see more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And any of you aspiring artists out there that want to have your track reviewed on The Kitchen so we can discuss all aspects of it and give you guys an honest opinion of how your track sounds, go ahead and drop it in that email below. All right? And look, just remember, this is a conversation. You know what I mean? We're just here to discuss some topics, maybe share a few laughs, a few jokes here and there, you know what I mean? But it's not an argument and it's not a debate. All right? Look, we love y'all and we're out.
That's the wrong way. You could call me Kaepernick, bitch, I don't play. Glass of water, I don't got it.
Staring at walls in the kitchen.
Walls in the kitchen. Walls in the kitchen. Walls in the kitchen. Walls in the kitchen. Walls in the kitchen. Walls in the kitchen. Walls in the kitchen. Walls in the walls in it. 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 Walls in the 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 walls in the. Welcome back to The Kitchen. No, I'm just playing.